Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be answering some questions from Ravenflower's 2022 Witchy Tag, which has 22 questions this year. This is apparently the last year she's doing it, and so I wanted to answer the questions. I've got them written down, so if I'm looking down, that would be why. Okay, so New Year's resolutions, do you believe in them? Okay, so it's not that I don't believe in them. I obviously believe like they exist and they can work for some people, but I just don't really think they work for me. They're just, I really prefer to make goals, not so much resolutions. And then number 2 goes along with that. Why or why not? Do you believe in them? So I feel like resolutions are almost inherently something that's just like really big. And it's not like a smaller, more attainable goal. They always seem to be something just bigger and harder to achieve, and they just always feel so daunting and unachievable to me. And so I prefer to make goals where I can like make a goal and then like break it down into smaller steps, which I realize you can do that with resolutions, but to me, I just prefer goals. And yeah. Okay. What is your favorite color or colors? So my first favorite is black, but I also lately I've been liking like an emerald green a lot, and I also like a crimson and a teal. Does your favorite color hold magical or emotional meaning for you? I'd say yes. I work with color magic, so it does hold magical, they all hold magical meaning for me, not just colors that are my favorites, but all of them. And so like black, for example, would be very protective and powerful and like a confident color. I always feel very confident when I'm wearing black. And then, let's see, emerald green would be like nature, the earth, plants, prosperity, wealth, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see, number 5. Do you use substances for divination or meditation? No, I don't. And then number 6 goes with that again, why or why not? Well, I don't drink alcohol ever because even just a tiny bit will give me a major migraine. So I don't ever drink alcohol. And even if I did, I don't think I'd want to do it during divination or meditation because I feel like alcohol kind of like takes away your ability to kind of think straight, I guess. And I don't want that, you know, when I'm doing magical workings and stuff. And then other things like marijuana and stuff are illegal here in Texas. So let's see, number 7. What is your favorite part of your practice? So my practice tends to kind of ebb and flow, where there'll be times when I'm like really deep into it and I'm just like feeling really connected, and those are my favorite times. And then there's times where I'm just not as much. And so my favorite part of my practice is those times when I'm really connected and I just feel like super witchy and like deep into my spirituality and everything. But as far as something that's a little more physical, hands-on type of favorite, I really like creating things, like making my own tools and making things like, well, I'd say like crafting like candles, oils, my enchanted soaps that I make, and I also really enjoy working in my garden. Let's see, number 8. Oh, what's your least favorite part of your practice? For that, I'd have to say probably like those lull times I was talking about, like where I'm just not really feeling my spirituality. And for me, during those times, I can't really force it. I have to just kind of, you know, let it be until I naturally start getting more inspired and into it again. How do you feel, number 9. How do you feel your practice has grown over time? I feel like it's changed a lot. I've been on my path for a long time, since I was 9 when I started, and I started out as Wiccan, and it's changed in that way that I felt that was too restrictive and too like rigid for me, and so I ended up just switching to eclectic paganism. Sorry. So it's changed that way, but also one big way I feel like it's changed is that once I really started listening to myself and following my own intuition and carving out my own path, rather than kind of going by what others were saying or what I was learning from books or wherever, I feel like that really helped me, and it also helped me to be more like more comfortable and confident in my practice now. Is there a show or movie that inspires you? I thought about this, and I have to say I don't really think there is. There's definitely witchy shows and movies that I like. I like Practical Magic, you know, The Craft. Right now I'm watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix. I just started it, and I really like that, but I wouldn't say it's inspiring as far as my witchy path, just because it's not real. It's so fictional and so like fantastical stuff, you know. It's not something, you know, it's just so far from reality that it's not what I would call inspiring as far as actual real magic in your practice. Number 11, do you have a familiar? No, I don't. I'm not going to get really deep into this, but basically I believe that familiars are like spirits. It's like spiritual beings. They're not physical animals or pets. I think a familiar is, like I said, a spiritual being that you work with, and that they, a big part of their job is to help you and to protect you, like from negativity or backlash and stuff like that. And it's definitely not something you'd ever want like for your pet, like, because familiars can get seriously harmed or even killed doing their job. And that's basically, it's like they're like a tool. It's not like, they're not like a companion like your pet. And so I do have a cat that I have a very strong connection with. We have a great bond, but she's my companion, not my familiar. Number 12, would you recommend any YouTube channels? Sure. I like, let's see, Thorn Mooney, The Witch's Cookery. I like Lady Grave Dancer. There's some others, but I can't think of them right now. I'll see if I can maybe think of them and leave them down in the description maybe. 13, name something you must do daily for your mental, emotional well-being or for your practice. As far as mental, emotional well-being, I'm an introvert, like very much so, and so I need to really take time to myself every day to just kind of relax and recharge. I get very drained and fatigued and everything being around other people, and so I really just need time to myself. And what was the second part? Stuff you do for your practice every day. So as far as like every day, I don't leave the house every single day now that, you know, the pandemic, but when I do leave the house, I like to like shield myself and protect myself from going out. And then I like to put in my intention into things I cook. And then I used to meditate every day, but I don't do it every single day anymore. I usually do it like 5 or 6 times a week. Take a day or two off. But that's something that I do that's kind of both for mental well-being as well as spiritual well-being. 14, what is something that started as an obstacle but that you now see as a blessing? Okay, so when I was first, you know, going over the questions and stuff, I have thought about this, and there's definitely things I can think of that were obstacles in my path, but I'm having trouble thinking of anything that I'm like, oh yeah, that was an obstacle, but it turned into a blessing. I honestly can't really think of anything like that right now. So I guess as far as I can think of, nothing. 15, which do you prefer? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. My favorite would definitely be YouTube. I like that YouTube, you can learn a lot from people. I like the more connectedness of a video format rather than just like typing. But I also like that, unlike TikTok, the videos are able to be long enough where you can really get the information out there. I feel like TikTok, the videos, even though they've lengthened them some to like 3 minutes or whatever, they're still just, that's not enough time to really get good information out there and like thoroughly explain anything. And let's see. Oh, Facebook. I do use Facebook some, mainly for the groups aspect, but I feel like people on there can be very judgmental and gatekeepy and like, oh, you're doing this wrong. And there's tons of people that are always like asking the same questions, and it's like, it's just kind of annoying. And then Instagram, well, if I had to put these in order of my favorite, I guess I'd say YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, then TikTok. I like watching TikTok, just regular videos, but I don't really like the like witchy ones because I feel like there's just so much misinformation out there. Okay, anyway, moving on. 16. What do you feel is missing from our witchy community? I'm going to say 2 things. Authenticity and acceptance. I think there is a lot of people who seem to think that being a witch is like a certain thing, like fitting within a certain box, like a certain aesthetic. And there's a lot of people who are just, not necessarily copying, but sort of, just kind of copying other people and doing what they think they should do or what they've been told they should do, rather than really thinking about it themselves and being authentic and true to themselves. I think we need more of that. And then as far as acceptance, I think we need more acceptance and understanding that everyone's path is different and less judgment and gatekeeping. 17. How much space do you have for supplies and spell work? Really just my bedroom, because I live with other people who don't share my beliefs. So I have an altar cabinet that I keep supplies underneath. I have a small cabinet with herbs, and then I have like some random stuff around. Like I have my bookshelf, and then I have like a little box of candles and like a little thing of my altar cloths and just some random stuff throughout my room. Oh, and then as far as spell work, I mostly do my spells at my altar, unless sometimes I would, like, if it's something where I'm like getting the spell ready, writing the spell, stuff like that, sometimes I'll sit in my bed and work on that, like work on getting all the supplies together, and then I'll do the actual spell at my altar. 18. How many altars do you have in your home? Right now I have 2 in my bedroom. I have my main working altar, and then I have a small prosperity altar. The prosperity one is on top of my herb cabinet. What is your favorite Sabbath? 19. I'd have to say probably Yule. I've always loved Halloween, and so I really like Samhain, but, because I love the spooky season and all that, but I feel like as a solitary, there's more to do during Yule that you can do by yourself, whereas with Samhain, I feel like there's just less, and so I really like Yule. 20. Do you prefer tarot, runes, oracle deck, or pendulum? Oh, there goes my phone. Sorry. To be honest, I don't do a lot of divination. I never really have. I've tried to get into tarot, but it's just incredibly confusing to me. I'm not good at like doing it intuitively, and I just cannot memorize the meanings. And so I don't think tarot is just really for me. I've tried to get into it multiple different times, and it's just never worked out. So out of these, right now, I'd have to say probably an oracle deck, because I'm just now getting into that, but usually what I use is a pendulum. Are you out of the broom closet? For the most part, not really. I mean, people on YouTube know, but most people on here I don't actually know. Like some people I've talked to online, but yeah, no one on here I've ever met in real life. And so in real life, my parents know I'm pagan, but they don't know I'm a witch. My best friend knows I'm a pagan, and she knows I'm a witch. She's the only person in my like in-person life who knows I'm a witch. And then like my extended family are all very Christian, and so they don't know I'm pagan, they don't know I'm a witch, they don't know any of that. I just kind of let them assume that I'm a Christian like they are, and I don't think that hurts anything, and I think it definitely would cause a huge problem if they found out I was pagan and a witch, so I don't tell them that. Okay, number 22. Who are you going to tag in this video? I'm just going to tag whoever wants to do it, no one in specific. I don't really know who has already done it. I searched, Ravenflower wanted us to do a certain tag. Let's see, I wrote it down. Hashtag RF2022 tag. So I searched that, but there was like 2 videos, and one of them was Ravenflowers. And so it seems like people aren't actually using the tag that she said to use. So, sorry, my phone again. And so I'm having trouble finding the videos, because if they're not using the tag, I'm not sure what they're even calling the videos. So, because of that, I don't know who's done it and who hasn't. So whoever wants to do it, use the tag she said to use, and I will put all the questions down in the description, as well as linking to Ravenflower's video where she will have, again, all the questions. Okay, thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope this was fun and you got to know some more about me. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave a comment and a like. And if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, you can hit that bell icon to be notified. Alright, bye witches!